automatic supposed DSG 2.5 transporter. Some of you might have had this problem. I've had it with both of my 2.5 autos. You leave them parked up, and as you can see, the display disappears, and there's you're in like a limp mode in the gearbox. Doesn't matter what gear you put it in, nothing happens. So I did fix it on the other one, so I'm going to film it on this one and try and show you what I did. Because there's no help out there. No one will help you on the internet. Nothing on YouTube. Not that I can find anyway. This was something I had to sort out myself. A bit of common sense. Once you're taking the sump plug out, which is held in with an Allen key, once that's out, do not think the oil that comes out is the oil that is in this sump. So as you can see, I've put the Allen key, the same Allen key that I put inside that sump bolt, back up, and inside there is a straw-like plug. Now this determines the oil. You see it coming out now? There we go. Look at that. Now that is very important, because that stops your oil coming back out, stops the oil coming back out when you put it in, when you refill it back up. So we'll let this drain, and then we'll come back and continue to take the sump off. Got to move a few of these pipes out of the way. There's a few 10 milli bolts here and there holding it in place. There's a 10 mil there. There's another one there, and another one there, and then I can move these pipes out of the way that are covering the bolts that are holding in the sump on this side. The subframe, from what I remember last time there, is slightly in the way, but you can still do it with it on. So I will attempt it again, and I'll just give things a wipe and a clean as I go along. There was a mud tray underneath this. I've never seen one with one on before, but I've never owned one with one before, and I own 3 of these vans. So anyway, now there's meant to be 7 litres in that gearbox, and this is what's come out. This black watery tar, 12 litres, 10 litres, 8, 7, just C6, like 5.5 litres in there. So this gearbox, what happens is when you leave these vehicles just stood, they seem to malfunction, but it was having like a doof when you were putting it in gear, a really violent judder. So this is what I'm changing the oil for, and it's meant to help reset this issue. So we'll crack on and see how we get on. Now I'm not so optimistic. These are the original bolts. You can see that indentation. Yeah. Now this one, slightly longer, it's flat, and it didn't have a washer on it. So therefore, someone's messed with this before, and that came from this one here. And I've got this tricky one to get to, and this one here what's loose, and then the thing should be off. On this one here that's loose, and then it should be off. So I'm gonna crack on and see how we get on. I've just been and got myself, I've just been and got this wiggle bend bit and a 10 mil on a smaller ratchet and a little screwdriver to scrape the crap from around, the nut. There's quite a bit of crap around there that'll stop the socket from going over the nut. So I'll just give that a little clean, and then I'll see if this wiggle bit extension will fit in there. Let's just see if it fits. I'll get it to fit, yeah, I've got it on. I'm going to need both hands, so you know what's going to happen now, don't you? Just these last two that are in here. I don't want a face full of oil because there will still be oil in this pan still. Last one, guys. Right, them two are both original bolts. Let's just double check all of them are out. 7 in total. Let's move out of the way. Just give it a little nudge. There we go. A little bit of persuasion. Pipes that I've loosened, I'll move out of the way the best that I can. Come on. And there we go. And as I said, there will be oil still in this pan, so I'll just leave this underneath dripping. I am on the road. I'll just leave that there for a bit, catching a bit of oil. For those that don't know, that's the filter. So I've got one of these already, what I've bought. I paid about £19 for it off eBay. And I also got the oil off eBay. The oil cost, I got it on offer for I think £54. It should have been like £120 in Euro car parts. Same oil. So look about, you can find it cheap. This is what we've got left in the pan. Now, an important tip. Look at all this here. Now I did notice when I was undoing one of the bolts, all this dry like dust, it looked like dust was coming out the bolts. It was this bolt here, and it was the bolt above on one of the pipes that was holding them pipes on that you have to move out of the way. But I was about to just say a very important tip. These washers in each of the holes, they look like they're fixed, but they're not. They come in the kit. Now, when I did my previous van, I forgot to put them in, and as a result, I ruined this sump. All these were bent right up, I crushed them right up, and I tried my best to beat it straight. You know, I ended up buying some sealant and just sealing it all around with this new thing to stop it, and it's resolved it. But I'm just saying, don't forget to put these inside this rubber seal. It's very important. Now also, inside this, let me just empty the oil out. There should be a couple of magnets. So hopefully they're there, and we'll examine them and see how much debris from the gearbox, because it's likely to have some damage and wear and tear of the clunking and clanking, is there in the magnets, and there's no magnets. So there's no magnets on this. These are indicators where the two magnets sit. So I would like to put some magnets in there. So my old ones were I scrapped them by mistake actually. Well, I could do with 2 magnets for there anyway. I'll give you a close look of how that the straw neck works. So as you can see, this it's kind of like a riv nut, a long riv nut type tube with a thread in it, where you can just see the thread and you can see the top of the bolt, the engine sump, well, the gearbox sump bolt. What happens is this will fill with oil and it can get past this, but the straw comes that bit further, so it can't get past the straw. So therefore, when you put the oil back in, you don't waste it, it doesn't come out. And that's what it's for really. So you need to make sure you've got one in there and you replace it back before you put the oil back in to your gearbox. This is the oil that I've got, guys. ATF AG 55. Now that's 1 litre. 7 in there. Very much plastic is still there. It was 46.34. Bargain. Euro Car Parts wanted £120 on a trade account. Now this is the new filter which comes with, as I mentioned, the gasket. Comes with these all-important crush washers. Do not forget to put them in there. Do not forget. So today I'll just be fitting this filter because it is Sunday, the 30th of July. Anyway, I want to buy these magnets, so I'm going to be going to the main dealers because that's the only place you can get them from, and getting a couple of those because this fan I'm going to be keeping it. But I'll crack on with fitting this. It's just 3 10mm bolts that's holding it in. Because I can't get those magnets till tomorrow, guys, and this has got a bit of dripping going on still, I've decided I'm just going to leave it overnight with this bucket under it until tomorrow. So I'll crack on then. I'll give all around these edges where the gasket's going to go a clean, and where that gasket, the cork gasket for the filter, is going to go, what you can see dripping, I'll give all that a clean and dry off with some panel wipe or some form of degreaser, maybe brake cleaner, panel wipe, whichever. I've got both, and I'll build it back up tomorrow.
Day 4.
This is what's been holding me back, guys. So they said it'll be next day delivery, TPS main part only. These 2 magnets that were missing off the sump for the gearbox, I wanted to put the original ones back in because that's just the way I am. Look how much they were for 2 magnets. £17.95 for those two little magnets. TPS, you need to sort out your shizzle. You're a bit slow. Today's the 4th of August. Today's the 4th of August, mate. What you playing at? I ordered these for Tuesday. Late in the day, guys, and I've been stupendously busy. So, just turned 7 PM and I'm only just starting. That one goes there. You see these locating lines. And that one goes there. What is that really worth? £18. Does anyone know if they've used, let me know in the comments if anyone's used their own cheap magnets from eBay, as I know you can get magnets for £2, £4 that look, you know, similar size but round. I found some like this. I'm going to take note of those, the size, because I did see some quite similar. I was a bit not in the know of how big they was actually. Should have just used my common sense and measured them locating lines. I didn't bother to think. But anyway, I'm going to put this on the car. I'm going to put the gasket on. And then I'm going to offer this up to the car. Give it a clean with some carb cleaner or brake disc cleaner, whatever I've got. Panel wipe. Get it on. Get the oil. Put it into the special oil pump that I've got. And get it in. Because I need this car out of the way. Because tomorrow I'm supposed to be going on an adventure to pick up a car that I'm pretty sure all you guys will enjoy the video of. Give it a clean on the inside of this, and now I'm going to do the most important part, what I forgot last time I did one of these, is to put these in. So I'm go around. I shouldn't be doing it on this bonnet. You get the idea. Give this another clean. Well, this side, I'm going to give this side a clean now, which I haven't already, but a quick spray. Overspray. Cleaned around these with the brake cleaner. That's where these go. So I've put all the 7 litres of oil into this device, and I'll be honest, not quite 7 litres in this. Let's see. Or maybe it's just because I'm on a slow, but it's good enough. See that? And on that note, so in here, guys, we have various adapters depending on the vehicle. Not been in here for a while. So yeah, as I said, various adapters. You select the one that's for your vehicle. They all fit differently in the sump. So what happens is you screw that up into the sump. It'll be the same as the you just get if you get your sump bolt, put it up to this thread, and you'll know which one you need. That there, it's a bit like an airline off a spray gun, and that has a smart little adapter that it clicks into, and then you pump, and that does the rest. Pushes all the fluid up into your gearbox. That comes with it. And I just noticed it says Skoda Audi VW ATF 1110, which I thought it was 109, but it's saying ATF 110, which is that. That is nothing at all like mine. I'm going to go with the ATF 109. Let's see if we're right. I think we'll go with that. What do you reckon? I think we'll go with that. There's nothing else in there for the job. Otherwise, oh. I recall a memory. This is what I used last time. ATF 105. And on here, this chart says ATF 105 is for VW and Mini Cooper. So let's go with that. So it's all connected. Yeah, here we go. Yep, it's going through, guys. And I'm going to be here a while, so I think we'll do a time lapse. We're back on the T5. No, it's not a T6, it's just got the front on. Anyway, last time I did one of these, 2 fuses were blown. That there filter and the mega fuse under the battery, underneath the big plate, underneath that, with all the fuses, the big mega fuse, 175 amps there, around that location at the end. This was blown. I've just changed it, and before I take all this out, I've put the jumper pack on, and I'm going to give it a try. Oosh. Boom! Yes, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. There we go. DR, neutral, drive, sport. What about the Triptronics? Not driven it in that long. Oh, there we go. 6, 2, 3. It's not going up to 3. Maybe it has to be driven. It's going up and down to 1. It's not going past 1. I don't know. I need to now start it and just go through the gears with my foot on the brake. Scary times. It's a bit of a... It's a bit of a nuisance to start this. Yeah. Nearly. The alternator's knackered on this. I think it's the... Oh, there we go. They have a round belt. I think that's gone, the belt that drives it. There we go. It's going to keep cutting out, I think, guys. The alternator's gone on this van. I've got to keep the revs on. That's the power off the jumper pack, and every time it cuts out, the jumper pack trickles along and then jumps every time it trickles, and then there's a jump, it's cutting out. So I don't know what I'm going to do now to test it. I'm going to have to take the front end off and sort the alternator out. The battery was fully charged when I first put it on the van and had it started the other day, but unless I take the battery off and charge it, I can't go through the gears and get this fluid going through the gearbox unless I hold my foot on the brake. Anyway guys, oh, it's all gone. There we go, the jumper packs. Oh, it's back. I've solved it anyway. I've got this illuminated back up, it's recognising the gears. Tutorial done. I hope you enjoyed it. Getting it going, doing the alternator is another thing. But as you can see, maybe you noticed when I got in, I've got the seats out. And that's something that I'm going to be filming next, what I'm going to do to spruce up inside this scruffy looking van. See you later guys.